questions. What are all of the letter sounds I need to know? What is the difference between a vowel and a consonant when we're talking about the sounds that the letters represent? And what is the difference between a stretchy and a stopper sound? Okay, so in our last video, we reviewed all of the short vowel sounds and all of the consonant sounds that are stretchy or continuous, which means you can continue or hold on and stretch out that letter sound as long as you want, and the sound will not change if it's truly a stretchy sound. We also talked about how most of the time we use our voice to make the sounds, and we can feel our voice box is turned on if you take your hand and rest it against your throat. And we talked about how sometimes, like with the letters H and the sound or S or F, your voice box is not on. You do not have to use it. It's just air, no sound. And that's what the symbol means. Voice is off. So we reviewed all of the voice on stretchy sounds, all of the voice off stretchy sounds. We talked about short vowels and the difference between vowels and consonants. Vowels, you actually have to use your mouth and leave it open to make the sounds. Okay, so all the vowels are always stretchy sounds. Your voice is always turned on, and you have to leave your mouth open. Okay, so mouth has to be open in order to be able to make the sounds. Okay, the consonants are different because you have to use different parts of your mouth to make the consonant sounds. So never, or I should say rarely never, will your mouth be open when you make a consonant sound. You will be using parts of your mouth like your lips for like this letter, or your tongue and the roof of your mouth. Sometimes you use your teeth, like for L and N. Okay, sometimes you have to put your teeth on your lip, like you do for the lip biters, V and F. Okay, sometimes you just like use your tongue and use the air in your mouth, like for Z and S. Z, and then the voice off. Okay, so we talked about how you have to use your mouth to make the consonant sounds, and consonant sounds, which are these blue letters here, can be stretchies or stoppers. But vowels are always stretchy, your mouth is always open, and your voice is always on. And we're going to learn a little bit later, vowels can have more than one sound. All right, so we are going to talk about stoppers. I call these stoppers because these are letter sounds that cannot be stretched out. If you try to stretch out the stoppers, like you're doing with the rubber bands, like or you can't do it because the sound will change and it doesn't sound right. And it's very important, once you know what the stopper letter sounds are, that you do not try to read words by stretching out a stopper sound. Okay, that will mess you up, and I will talk to you in a future video about why that is, why you can never, ever stretch out these stopper consonants, okay? And just like the stretchy consonant, sometimes your voice is going to be on, and sometimes your voice box is turned off. Oops, I don't know why I did sound marks. That's supposed to be voice on, voice off. Okay. So we're just going to go in alphabetical order. We know the first letter in the alphabet, of course, is A. And what comes after A, boys and girls? B is correct. Here's my letter B. Okay, notice B is blue. It's a consonant. We have to use parts of our mouth to make the sound. B is a little bit like this letter. You press your lips together, except you don't hold your lips together. You just sort of bounce your lips off each other like this. Okay? And the sound is like this. B. Think B, ball, B. Like you're bouncing a basketball. B, ball, B. Okay? B is the first sound you hear in boy, basket, and ball. Okay? B is a voice on stopper. if you take your hand like this, nice and flat, and you rest it gently against your neck and your throat, you should feel your voice box vibrating, which means your voice box or your sound is turned on. Ready? Try it. B. Since that's a stopper, we have to stop that sound quick. We cut it off short. Okay, you can snip it, you can stop it, but we cannot stretch it out. Try it fast 3 times with me, but press your hand against your neck like this so you can feel your voice on. Ready? B, b, b. Did you feel it? Your voice box is definitely on for B. Now, here's what happens when you try to stretch out the stopper sound. Okay? I'm going to try to do something really silly, and instead of bouncing my lips on and off of each other like this quickly, I'm going to try to hold on to the sound. Okay, so I'm going to make the B sound, but I'm going to try to stretch it. And you tell me if you hear the sound B change when I do this, okay? This is what happens when you try to stretch out a stopper. They're not supposed to be stretched. Ready? B is the correct sound. Now listen carefully to what happens when I stretch it. B, 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 b. Oh no, that is a terrible sound. That actually just totally changed the B sound. You have to use your lips by pressing them and bouncing them off of each other for B, B, B. But when you stretch it out, your mouth comes open and it sounds kind of like this. B. That sounds more like an sound, which is a vowel. Okay, because if your lips are bouncing and you leave them open and you stretch it out, B, B, B. Oh no, your mouth is open. You're not even making a consonant sound anymore, let alone a stopper, B, B, B. Okay, so we cannot stretch out stoppers because when you do, the sound changes. And if that happens when you're blending and you're trying to read a whole word, you're going to mess your whole word up. Okay, so it's very important that we stop or we cut off those sounds short. Okay, so B is definitely 100% a stopper and a voice on. B. One more time, do the sound with me. B. Very good. Now let's put our magic finger in the air. This time we're going to trace our tall line straight down for B. Then we're going to come up and do the ball-shaped part. Ready? Oh, since we can't stretch it this time, we're just going to keep stopping the sound over and over again until we're done writing the B with our magic finger. Okay, we always write top to bottom. Here we go. B, 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 B. Very good. If you want to pause the video and try it one more time without me, you can. If not, let's go on to the next letter of the alphabet. So we have A, B, C. Excellent. I do not have a blue consonant magnetic letter for C. It's red, which is supposed to be the color of the vowels. I'm sorry about that. Sorry for confusion. But I just cannot find my blue C, so we're using red today. That's all I have. But C is a consonant. Just visualize, imagine it's blue. And C is a stopper sound. Okay, but what do you think? Do you think when we make the sound for C, which is k, 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 do you think it's voice on or voice off? Take your hand, press it against your neck, give it a try, and then you can show me thumbs up or thumbs down when you're ready. Go. This is a tricky one. We use the back of our throat to make the sound for C, but we don't use our voice. So your voice is actually turned off for k, k, k. Okay, even though it's kind of sounds like and feels like your voice is on because you're using your throat, it's not. It's a voice off. K, k, k. Magic finger up. Do it with me. Ready? K, 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 k. Good. And C is for words like cat